Hi, Denise Dryden here. Today I'm on the road. I'm down near Flathead Lake, spending some time with Bill and his young family and having a wonderful holiday season. And as you can see behind me, Bill is a Tibetan Bowl master. So this is Bill Cael. It's my buddy of like 10 years, and boy, we had some fun with this. So what I wanted to do today was keep building on that concept of conditioning that I've been sort of hammering us with, right, every week for the last 4, 5, 6 weeks, and look at how something very beautiful like Tibetan bowls can work with this. So to start with, let's go back to what conditioning actually is. It's when we have a response to an object, a person, an event, a thing, an energy, and it modifies our behavior. And so conditioning is something that can be intended for good reasons, for nefarious reasons. You can actually get someone in a grocery store to buy things by playing the right tunes, the right aisle design, the right location. So what we know is that conditioning exists, and it's existed for a long time in our culture. So it is a physiological response to the external, right? Like when something's going on outside, you're having a response to it. You don't even know where it comes from. Mm-hmm. Yeah. And so it could be words, it could be lyrics, it could be visual images, it could be sounds.
Could be a smell.
Oh, smells, exactly. Man, I can get people to do anything.
Oh, yeah, no kidding.
Baking chocolate chip cookies in the house and watching what happens. I used to sell houses that way. Apple pies and chocolate chip cookies.
Oh my, that apple pie of yours.
Oh, yeah. And so what it does is what we want to do is we want to look at old systems and old institutions and old beliefs and old roles that we have held or that have held us. So it's one or the other or both. We can learn things from our parents, from our lineage, and yet we can have this external world guiding and shaping us and even like collaring us and pushing us towards where it's beneficial for us to be. So it makes sense that it's time for us to face some of these conditionings, some sort of turn and go like, yeah, I'm not doing this anymore. Mm-hmm. Or what does it take to remove this from my system or to even become conscious that it exists, right? So, you know, Bill and I were talking about this last night when we were deciding what we're going to do. And, you know, I was like, well, let's just remove it. And Bill's like, no, take it to ground zero, get it eradicated out, and then we start doing something different. And I like the ground zero concept. I thought that was really good. Mm-hmm. So unravel, unwind, detangle, whether it's conscious or unconscious. So one of the things that I thought of was that it's really about trusting that something simple, something dynamic, something powerful like a Tibetan bowl can unwind some of this from you. And so I was focusing on trust. And you had a different opinion on that.
It doesn't, you don't even have to trust it. You just have to have a curiosity about it that says, well, let's see what this does.
Yeah. And
you don't have to trust
surrender.
It. Yeah.
Like,
let's just see.
Maybe it'll work, maybe it won't.
Right.
And,
you don't know.
It's kind of fun.
Uh-huh.
And I've done bowls.
And that also leads you into a playful mindset. You know, curiosity, playful, you know, inquisitive.
Exactly. And what it means is that I'm ready for anything surprise me. Let's try it. Yeah. If it works, oh my goodness. And if it doesn't, or I'm not aware of it working, then you might notice that things start to shift and change over time. And so it's not something that's going to go like, sometimes, you know, I've had a bowl session where I've walked out and gone, oh no. And then I've had bowl sessions where I'm like, and I've felt it unraveling over time. So the first thing that we want to do is we want to look at setting an intention. An intention may be, I want to eradicate, I want to take this conditioning, especially around the holiday seasons, especially around my belief systems right now of what 2021, 2022 is going to be about, and I want to start to unwind and get that out. So you have a bowl for that, right? I do.
You know, I'm just thinking about what you're saying, and I'm thinking that the stance to come to is, is this information, is this way I behave, do I really want to do this? I mean, just question it. Is this real, or is it just a program? Yeah. Well, I've done it since I was a kid, so that's just what you do for Christmas. Well, but then here you are as an adult, and then you get to go, well, do I really want to do that? What do I think about that?
What's my choice?
Bring curiosity to it and go, do I want to keep playing that game? Which, I mean, if it's a game that gives you pleasure and joy and, lighthearted, do it.
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely do it. But if it's one that it brings, a cacophony of crap, then rethink
Heavy
it.
burdens.
Yeah.
You're not sleeping. You're broke.
Right.
You're
Right.
gonna grip in your
Rethink it.
stomach, and it's a horrible season. Yeah. Then rethink
Yeah.
it. Do something different.
Right.
Good. So you got a bowl.
I got a bowl.
So what we're gonna do is I want you to just sit back.
Bowl one.
What is that? What tone or what does
That-
does it have a name or anything? That
No,
we
I
can
don't
do?
name them. They do have tones. I do have a tuner, but then I have to stop and go find out. Yeah, forget it.
I know. Then we're gonna do that.
I'll tell you a little bit about this bowl. This is a relatively new acquisition of mine, 6 months. And almost every single session that I do on the phone, I work with people on the phone, I have this bowl because this bowl does stuff that, I have a few bowls here. This one does something that none of them do. So, and even to put a name, well, what does it do? Well, how about this? Feel it and see what it does for you. So your intention is what? What do you want their intention to be?
I think that everyone can set their own intention. My intention for this video this week is to introduce the way that we can release old patterns, old conditioning, old paradigms from our system effortlessly.
Well, let's do something besides release it. So it's a word.
This is what we do.
That's a word I've worked with a lot. Release, okay? Because here's what happens: you release it, it goes back out and around, it comes back in. It's sneaky. It sneaks back in. So let's just poof it gone. Poof it gone with all the cause and all the effect, known and unknown, because you don't have to know. And you probably do know, but you can, everything stacks in layers, so we want everything out. And all the cause and effect, and to absolutely be disintegrated. So here's the words, ceases to exist.
Beautiful.
Good.
Go for it.
Just let that dissolve it.
Yeah.
Little cosmic presence there.
Wow. That last humming,
Yeah.
that just was in my ears and my jaw and my bones, and I wonder what it felt like for each of you who's watching it. This is fabulous. So let's get it out. Now, if we wanted to replace it
Yeah.
with something that feels much better, what would be some of the concepts that we can bring in to replace it? I'm thinking joy, happiness.
I just got to hit. How about just consciousness? Because when you bring consciousness to anything, it's always better.
Yeah.
And it's joyful, and it's loving, and it's present, and it's mindful, and it's fun, and it's a good time, So let's just bring consciousness to it.
That's beautiful. So you got a bowl for that.
I got that.
We were looking for a happy, fun bowl, so here we go.
this, please. Just like that.
He's got an idea.
Well, this bowl, they talked to me. It wanted this particular mallet.
Oh, wow.
Okay, hold this.
We're going to do more.
Okay, I'm going to tap it. So just let the sound fill the space. Okay? Where it used to live. That's
Whatever we just did is pretty amazing. Or these did with us. You're holding them.
that's lovely.
For listening to this and for playing along with us with these bowls. I have the distinct feeling that this is something you're going to want to play again and again if you feel like it, and just especially that second part where we started to pull that light winding and play with both of them. Let it just talk to you. Now I've got to keep talking on this, huh?
Hard to talk after we do this, isn't it?
I know what you hard. So the most important part is to know that there are some great people, great resources out there that are always, Bill and I have known each other for a long time, and we're always looking for the next horizon, the next edge, the next place that we can hold some of these constructs and dissolve them or build new ones and grow. So Bill, if they want to get a hold of you to do more of the bowls,
sure.
how do they do that?
My website is beyondallsound.com.
Beautiful. So you can get a hold of Bill from there, and you can always get a hold of me at denisestryden.com. And there'll be links as to how you can find more of this below the description on all of the sites that I'm on. So have a fabulous end of 2021, going into 2022, and I'll see you next year.
Yeah.
Have fun. Thank you, Bill.
You're welcome.